Welcome to the next episode of That's What's Up, where
As
two
we
people,
do.
just two regular people with no formal degrees or credentials to their names, just that they're human and they learn through their human experience
Mm.
by informally reading and
Mm.
by informally meditating and connecting to this world and bringing you their ideas.
Mm.
Today, we are going to discuss something that is sort of a very important topic to discuss because it has very detrimental effects on our lives. And the
Mm.
topic is money. I
Money.
don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. No Cadillac, no perms you can't see. Because I'm a motherfucking PIMP.
I don't know the lyrics of that song. I've never known the lyrics of that song, but I know like the
Ah
song
man,
itself.
that
You
that's a Fitty song, bro. I know the lyrics to Fitty songs
know?
because I love Fitty.
So money,
All right.
money, money. So I'm drinking to
Mhm.
some money conversation because
Uh-huh.
that's what's up.
Can we see more than your face? That would be great.
Wait.
That's it. Yeah. I want to see what
Yep.
t-shirt you're wearing.
I don't know if it's a show. Let me put it here.
Guy City?
Yes. Honestly, I don't even know what's written on that shit.
I was in the gym the other day, and there was this guy. He was wearing the T-shirt. It said, "May the force be with you." And I walked past him and I said, "May the force be with you too." And he was like, "Oh, you want to use the machine?" I was like, "Nah, man. I'm just." I was like, I'm just." He wasn't even hearing earphones. He wasn't even wearing earphones or headphones. And I was like, "Oh no, dude, do you not know what's written on your shirt?" It was like you're wearing a Star Wars shirt without knowing what's written on it or without being aware of anything about Star Wars. That's a crime. You should be put in Star Wars prison.
Oh man.
Okay. Yeah. So you start. You were
Yeah,
gonna you were
money.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think a good place to start would be like how I've seen money play out in my environment around here, like people that I interact with. And it's from a place of um it's it's like greed
Mhm.
because of maybe the
Because if
hours,
you
maybe
because if
from the
you don't
hours.
have because if you don't have money, what do you have?
Yeah, because of maybe from the hours of work that he put into getting the money or um
Yeah.
this
So the thing with money
because
is money carries different energy
mm,
based on what you did to make that money.
yeah.
Now, if you
Mm,
put a lot of hard work into making that money, a lot of
mm,
hard work, a lot of pain,
mm,
sweat, tears, blood, you know, a lot of those things, then money is going to carry all those things in it. And
mm,
and it's going to have that energy. So when you're going to have that money, you're going to have that energy with you. And that energy is going to reflect in your life.
mm,
It's going to be hard for you to share that money with
mm,
anyone
yeah.
because you made it through blood, sweat, and tears, and you don't see any other way of making it, and you will find it unfair if the other person didn't do it through those ways.
Mm,
But you can make but that money can be made in some other ways, like athletes make money.
mm,
For athletes, their profession, their athleticism is paramount. How many goals they score, how many nothing but the nets they do, you know, how many points they score, how many goals they score, and how they do that, how many championships they have. Those worthless cups are more worth to them than anything else, and that's what like makes the money flow towards them.
mm,
So for an athlete, the money itself will not matter. I was just listening to Shaq the other day, and Shaq said that he was just having dinner at a restaurant, and he asked the waiter, after the bill came in, he asked the waiter like how much does he want for a tip, and the waiter said $4,000, and the guy gave him the $4,000. Now the guy who earned that money through blood, sweat, tears, and through the expense of his life, through spending his precious hours that he could have had for himself living, he will never do that. Shaq did it because for him, basketball is bigger. For him, his profession is bigger than the money, and money was just sort of a consequence that just flew after that profession. My dad is a professor. My dad doesn't care about money too much because for him teaching is giving him the money. So teaching is way more precious. So I think what he might do if somebody's teaching, if he finds somebody teaching the wrong way, that the way that he doesn't feel right, he might be a little more sensitive about that. So I think money has levels of sensitivity. And then, but for most people, for a regular or common folk, it comes through hard work and pain, and it carries the energy of pain. That's why there's so much pain around money. And if you're earning money through those means, if that's the way, then every time the topic of money or the idea of money comes up, there's going to be pain in that. And since you have pain, you're going to inflict that pain onto others as well. Because you would want them to do the same things. You would want them to earn it the same way. So it's money is a multi-dimensional thing, and it carries different kind of energy. That's why my dad always used to say that just make sure that however you make your money, you make it the right way, because the way that you're going to make your money is going to determine what the energy in your life is going to be. I know people who make their money through deceit and backstabbing, and then cutting corners. But they have too much amount of money. Like I know a few people, and then I go to their houses and I can see that energy. You know why? Because most of the people in their house are on medications for blood pressure and I don't know, like depression and headaches and stuff like that. Yes, there is money in the house, but because the way the money was made, there is other stuff in the house as well. And it's the truth. It's the truth. That's what happens. Like ever gone to like a big mansion, like a big house, and then there's just like in one room there's this old person on life support. It's like, don't you think that so much money in such a big house and everything, there should be more happiness? But there's not. But there's not, because everything that built all those things came through pain. Like you've seen Pablo Escobar. Right? See, he used to kill people. He used to literally destroy families and stuff like that. Look what happened to him. And it's a big burden to carry with you all this time. For what? For a bigger number? Come on. So what I'm saying is, don't go earn money, do whatever you want, but don't let the money bring pain back into your life.
Yeah, that makes sense. And pain can even be as little as, oh, okay, there's a night out with your guys, and you guys get to the point of paying
the bill.
for the bill, and then it's like there's this friction happening, where it's like, oh, who's gonna pay for this? And it's just $5.
You're out with your buddies. If you don't have it, then you just put it out there. Hey, how about we all just chip in? Just don't let that energy linger. And if you have it, you
Mm,
go, hey guys, I'm paying for it. Don't worry about it. That's
yeah.
it. You make sure that whatever's going on in there doesn't affect you.
Mm,
Now, you might but don't come home and think, oh my God, I made a mistake. I should have asked them to pay. Now I have less money. No, just be comfortable with whatever decision you make.
mm,
You know what I'm saying, right?
yeah.
Just be comfortable with whatever decision you make.
Mm.
Ah,
But it's so around me, like the guys and the
mhm,
people around me, like it's like this constant chase for money
mhm.
is and it almost feels like it almost influences me into wanting to, go in that direction too, because it seems enticing. It's like, oh, this person
Yeah.
trying to get like this new
Oh my God,
job and
you just brought up something amazing. I wanted to talk about this. Whatever's happening around you is influencing you too.
yeah,
And if you're not strong enough in your own beliefs,
yeah. Mm,
if you're not a rock that
mm,
nobody can shake, then
mm,
you're going to be shaken.
mm,
You're going to be shaken bad to your
mm,
core, and it's going to be bad. So what happens is that we start perceiving them. We start perceiving whatever they're doing to make that money, or whatever scheme that's going on. We think that, oh, so our brain just gets enticed. Our brain just get pulled in. Oh, what if I do that as well? Like something going on, and it's just good if you just stay away from that, and like you
mm,
just live your life, and like
mm,
that your life is perfect with with no more addition needed to it,
mm,
but you still do it. So just, I think we need to be careful. I remember I was watching this reel, and this guy said that, what if I give you $1 billion, but the only catch is you won't get to wake up the next day. Would you take it?
mm.
Would you take it, Toby?
Nope.
And tell me
Wouldn't.
why.
Because I
This is,
just
it's a simple answer.
okay, for me, no, for me it's not a simple answer because I can go on and on, but I feel like for me I actually just started living my own life. And so what that means is imagine someone just started living their life,
Mhm.
and I mean, they would want to see how far they can go with the existence. Like they want to see how far they can go with like the human
Basically,
experience. So
yeah, basically,
why would they, cut it short,
basically,
you know?
basically, life is the only thing that helps us experiences all sorts of different things, including money. So if we don't have life, what's the point of money? So in
Mm,
principle, what we are saying by rejecting those $1 billion is that, dude, life above money, but that is an inherent thing in us that will make us reject that money. But there are inherent things that are existential in us, and then there are things that we build on top of that. And the things that we build on top of that is really what makes, so what it really what makes everything sort of the other way. Yes, we know that life is more important, but somehow consciously we have turned our lives into money is more important. Consciously, we have turned our lives into that money is more important. Like,
yeah.
somebody, and now if I just increase the amount of days, and if I say, here's $1 billion, and you will get 10 years to live, that's it. Now, here, a lot of people will take that money. I will not take that money because I know that 10 years down the line, I can have that. After 10 years, I'm going to live a different life. Like, so there's different stages of life that person needs to enjoy, and person needs to, you know, very simply, just get into those states. Like you need to enjoy your youth, you need to enjoy your middle age, and then you also need to enjoy your old age. Just become simply old. And then there's beauty in everything. There's a beauty in a child, there's a beauty in a in a youth, there's a beauty in a father, there's a beauty in a grandpa too. You know, there's beautiful things like young trees are amazing, but old trees have their own beauty. It's just that we need to enjoy everything in our life because we know that right now we can take these $1 billion and live for 10 years and then die. Or we cannot take these $1 billion and live our full life so that at the end, when the death comes at our door, we know that we lived it fully consciously, that we squeezed every moment for all it's worth, because that's what we have, just moments. We, in fact, we earn that money and we enjoy that money in moments too. Moments are the real treasure, not the money.
Mm. Yeah, true, true. And that brings me to the event that happened when I was in an Uber, and then there were
Hmm.
these two guys in front, and I
Hmm.
was at the back just listening to the conversation, and then both of them work in tech, and it was like, okay, both of them earn well over like maybe 5, 6 figures,
Hmm.
and it's like they're thinking about migrating to the US just because they can make double, and I'm like,
Yeah, they're just
oh,
living ahead of themselves. They're just not living in the moment. They're not living where they are right now, and what you saw is a pattern of their life. It's just,
yeah.
and then they will just keep doing that, and when the time comes, they're going to be like, so I basically did not live a single day in my life. All I did was think about the next best thing. And then when the end came, I realized, oops, I just wasted all of it. All I needed to do was just be in the moment and enjoy the moment with whatever I had. It's not just him. Like there is evidence of that. Remember when Steve Jobs died?
Mm,
That guy was looking for the next best iPod all the time as well.
mm,
And just remember what happened to him when he was on his deathbed. What he told people, that it just doesn't matter. None of these things matter. Why would somebody who spent so much time and became so much successful and had like so much approval from all these folks would say something like that? Because when death comes knocking at your door,
mm,
you better you better have lived all of that. It's like going to an amusement park and then say you have 2 hours to be at the, and then in those 2 hours you always thought about, you were not there enjoying the amusement park, you were just thinking about something else, and then 2 hours later somebody comes in and says, hey,
mm.
get out, your time is over. And then you're like, but I didn't even do anything. I was like, well, too bad. He's like, but I need more time. I didn't enjoy anything. I was like, well, we gave you the time. It was on you. That's all you get. And when the Grim Reaper comes, the Grim Reaper doesn't care if you lived your life or not. You got enough chances to live it. But if you just thought about making more figures, making more numbers, then did you even live? Yeah, I'm
And
making
that's
bread
the
for my dog.
oh, and that's the story of most people around
Most
here.
most
This
people in the world,
this
and
because I thought it was going to be better when I migrated here to Canada, but then looking here, it's actually worse than
it's
back
worse.
home.
It's worse. And
It was
everything that looks amazing from the outside,
mm.
got to be something going on the inside. Yeah.
uh,
So it's just that death is the ultimate equalizer.
mm,
No matter how rich you are, no
mm,
matter how poor you are, when you die, you're dead.
mm, mm,
It's like So who's that guy? Oh, he's dead. No matter if you were a millionaire or a billionaire. In fact, we're walking on dead bodies. Like where you are sitting right now, there must be like so many dead bodies over centuries just accumulated there. And we're having a Zoom call on that place. So just see how fleeting life is. Like see how,
Yeah,
you know,
very.
like how you know, short, not, I wouldn't say short, but how insignificant everything is except for this experience.
Yeah, I
So I
do.
would say the biggest currency for me personally is this experience that I get to have as a human being.
Mm,
You know, no, if I go to a waterfall, then yes, I have a car that takes me to the waterfall. I have shoes that make me walk to the waterfall. I have all those things, but nothing can make me enjoy that waterfall except for this. No amount of money can make me enjoy that waterfall except for this, except for this. So yes, everything is a service to this,
mm,
and this is king, not the money, not the thing. Everything else is money, or everything else is a servant.
mm.
Money is here to serve you. But the problem is that but we have made money into,
The
I mean,
competition.
it's our own doing. Yeah, we have literally made
Yeah.
it into king.
Mm.
Now, if you take a servant and make the servant your king, well, what kind of life are you gonna have?
Actually, that was a great analogy, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Money is it's a servant. It's to serve this amazing thing that you
mm,
won't give up for
mm,
$1 billion if you don't get up the next day. See
mm.
my flipping? Boom. Money didn't teach me that.
Man, because yeah, actually, that's a very good way to look at it, man. Like, how will you empower a servant to become a king when the king is still alive? That's
Uh-huh.
good.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Like that means
Yes.
like
I'll tell you how. I'll tell you
mm,
how.
mm.
Oh my God, you're gonna love this. You're gonna make sure that the king is in some sort of a coma.
Mm.
See what
Actually,
I'm see what
yeah.
I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Which means that you will make sure.
Actually.
So which means that you will make sure, your brain will
Mm.
make sure that your real self is sleeping.
Mm.
That's why we say that
That was
everyone is a slave. That's what's up. That's what's up. So make sure you're
that
not
was
sleeping.
For real, man. Like, bro, that's such a revelation, man. That's such a revelation for real. Yeah.
So make sure that you're
Mm.
not sleeping,
Yep.
because those guys that you told
Mm.
me about in the Uber, they're sleeping.
Mm.
Everything is inside of us.
Yeah,
So make sure
definitely.
to
Mm.
have the highest quality. So you know, the ones that I was that I was telling you about, I know a few people like with a lot of money having mansions and stuff like that. I actually know a lot of people in that family, and and they all have better stuff than me. But you know what I have better than them? I
Mm.
have a better body and a better mind.
Mm.
I'm not kidding. I am way healthier than them.
Mm.
I am way healthier in everything than them. I am actually way more happy than them.
Mm.
I've never actually looked at their cars or whatever the fuck. Like never. Why? Like why should I?
Mm.
Car is a convenience. Takes me from
Yeah,
point A to point B.
bro.
That's it.
Yeah, like it's man.
Because but here's the thing. But if you're sleeping, then you wouldn't know what's what,
Mm.
and you will be carried on. You would be carried everywhere by this false king. That's what happens.
Hmm.
You're being literally everyone is asleep. I would say everyone is asleep and everyone is just dragged through life.
Hmm.
That's, like doing what, just like you said, that you get enticed by those schemes of making money and stuff like that because you're asleep,
Hmm.
because you're not awake to have your own conviction.
Hmm.
And anybody who's awake to have their own conviction, you know what they have? They have everything. They even have the money and they enjoy it more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Money is a convenience. Money is
Is.
is there to money is there to be enjoyed, to be had fun with.
Yeah.
It's there for your to increase the quality of the human experience, because as a human you can keep adding to the quality,
Hmm.
right? But
Yep.
the baseline for everyone is the same,
Yeah, it is.
no matter where you are, no matter who you are. You know, doesn't matter what you fill your tummy with,
Hmm.
a full tummy feels the same.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the base experience is a full tummy,
Mm-hmm.
not what you're putting in the tummy.
Yep.
Yeah. Like you can put 5-star Michelin, 5-star cuisine in it, or
Hmm.
you can put something very simple in it and it's going to feel the same, because for you, for that individual, it's a subjective experience.
Hmm.
Everything is like that. Just make sure that you live a better quality of life on the inside and you're not asleep.
Yep.
Yep.
I agree.
Just don't be asleep. That's what I would say.
Yeah. I
Don't be
think
asleep at
our biggest problem is the issue with comparison, because one person's idea of like how they want to live their lives, like
Mm-hmm.
financially,
Mm-hmm.
they end up like comparing it to the next guy and say, okay, this guy is making 100K a year, and then okay, how about I level up to that and all those stuff.
So comparison
But
is living through somebody else's perspective.
yeah,
Now, if you're living through somebody else's perspective, that means you have no perspective of your own. And
yeah,
every person is doing that. So the guy that you want to catch up to somebody else,
mm,
right?
mm,
So nobody is living through their own perspective. And if you're not living through your own eyes, you're living through somebody else's eyes.
mm,
Like your idea of yourself the is literally somebody else's idea of you. And that's everyone. That's everyone.
mm,
That's not just you. That's everyone on this planet.
mm,
Their idea of themselves, their idea of themselves is literally somebody else's idea of them. And if you're living your life like that, you're not living at all, bro. Like
mm,
you, God gave you this experience to live through your own eyes, and you're living it through somebody else's eyes, 24/7, all the time. That's why we have anxiety. That's why we have depression and all these things, because we're always looking through somebody else's eyes. And if you look through somebody else's eyes, then you have no control on your life, because somebody else's eyes are not your eyes.
yeah, exactly.
You have as
Yeah.
much control on your life
Mm,
as you have on somebody else's eyes, which is zero.
mm. And I stumbled on something the other day when I got high. I was like, what? Like, I think it might
That's a
be
good.
I think it might be the greatest solution to what would people think is
Mhm.
realizing that every single person, this is their first time living this life. So
Oh, amazing.
what
I love it. I
what
love it.
why would we think that one person's way is the right way or the wrong way? Because there's no template.
There's no template. No, there's only one template. There's only one template. That is
Mhm.
the human experience. That's the only template. I think live your life in such a way. This is the best way I can put it. Live your life in such a way that if somebody comes to you, their vibrations are raised. If somebody comes to you, they leave even happier when they came in.
Mm.
I think that would be the best kind of life to live.
Yeah. And that would also trickle down into find like money, like relationship with money too. Because when someone sees, oh, your relationship with money, and they're like, oh wow, I never
It's like I have no relationship with money. Money is my servant,
Mm,
which I respect because you should respect somebody who serves you.
yeah, for sure.
You know, I have ultimate respect for money because it makes my life easier, because it helps me live my life to the fullest without having to spend it
Mm.
doing something that would take away that experience. You know,
Yeah, true.
yeah, it helps me. It helps me with all those things, and I respect money for that. I respect money for helping me living my life in a better way. But it's just that it's respect for
Mm,
for something subservient to me.
mm, yeah. That's a good way to frame it actually.
So my relationship with money is a relationship of mutual respect, but I know that I am superior.
Mm, yeah.
I'm a superior individual. I'm sorry, I might sound condescending, but no. Am I superior than other human beings? No.
Mm,
We are all equal as human beings. But am I superior than money? Yes, I am superior than money.
for sure.
Yep.
Because we literally got money through something from nature, like right here with us.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
we get money by destroying the world, by destroying
yep,
the very thing that we're living on.
exactly.
You
So
know?
why do we now make it our whole lives?
Yep.
That's
Why
crazy.
do we why do we make it more important than the existence itself?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We should in fact recognize the fact that this is actually make creating all the destruction in the world. And if we just let go of it a little, but the problem is because everybody is just living through everyone else's eyes, and because they're asleep, they can't see the destruction that it does.
Yeah, you can't.
You know, when you're a king and when you're asleep, the servant or the server is just going to do whatever the fuck he wants because he doesn't care about the kingdom as a king.
Yeah.
For him, he just got the keys to a kingdom to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Mm. And the problem with society is like the amount of respect they place
It's just through
on
money.
money and people with wealth and all that. It's just
It's so sad.
that is what we did to ourselves that is just outrightly wrong. Like it.
Okay. Oh my God. I 100% agree with you on that. But imagine this.
Mm,
Society does that, right?
mm,
Society does that. Then if that's the thing, then why are you worshiping somebody like Jesus? Now ask yourself this. If Jesus comes back, would Jesus respect a person with money, or would Jesus respect somebody who is more in tune with themselves?
definitely the person who is more in tune for sure.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing. It's just so sad
Mm,
that we know that Jesus would literally respect more, a person with who is in more tune with themselves rather than a person with more wealth. We
mm.
know that, but we still do the opposite. Why? Again, you know why? Because we are asleep.
Yeah, we are sure.
Okay, knowing something and not acting on it, like knowing something specifically that's bad and not acting on it, it's just that's that's literally like a homeostasis state, like a
Mm,
vegetative state. Like
mm,
you're saying, oh no, I know all this. It's like, oh, I know I know my body's going bad. I know I'm like these things that I'm eating are destroying me, and I know all this.
mm.
Okay. And you still choose not to do it? No, not to do anything about it? No, that's not the thing. The thing is that we don't know, that we are asleep. Because a realization just
Mm,
takes a second. Like if I find out, oh my God, my body is lacking in vitamin D, boom, I'll just go to the store, get vitamin D supplement,
yeah, exactly.
right? Like when you know, and when you don't know, you don't know. That's why
Mm,
when somebody says that they know and they're still not doing anything about it, that's why we call them ignorant.
yeah,
So you're either asleep or you're ignorant on purpose.
yeah, on purpose actually.
Yeah.
Because some people might not even know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Some
I
people
just
might, and that's what we're doing here. We're
mm,
just raising that question to ask. If
yeah.
somebody sees this, so they ask that question to themselves.
Yeah, exactly. They
You know?
challenge like what they believed and
Yeah, that's
how they
it.
see the world and what the
Yeah.
world has told
And
them.
then
Oh,
and
this
then
is the way to be.
move away from what they believe and
Mm,
get closer to what they can know.
mm, mm. Because it's so like what society sells is oh get money as much as you can, acquire stuff, climb the corporate ladder, and all those stuff. So like and it's exciting because it gives you something to chase. Like and I feel like that's where they get us because it's like, oh, let's give these niggas something to chase, and
Chase.
then we start chasing
The
beat,
chase.
and beating ourselves up and killing ourselves over money and
Yeah, literally killing ourselves. Like if you're if you're chasing if, if you're somebody who's like, oh, I would just want to make money, I don't care about anything else. That's literally what's happening. You don't care about anything else. And you know what else is?
Mm.
You.
Actually, man.
So if you want to chase something, chase this. If you want to chase something that makes you a better version of yourself. And
Mm,
what will happen is that you will realize that what I am chasing is me. And then you'll
mm,
suddenly stop
mm,
and stop the chase.
mm,
Because you know what's in chase? There's a lot of uneasiness in chase. There's a lot of uh how do I say this? There's a lot of mm, uh this how would I say this? Discomfort in chase. And chase is amazing. You can go, but when you're chasing something, don't lose sight of yourself. Chase it. If you want to chase something, chase it like a game.
mm,
That you are involved in that chase, but at the same time, you can literally retreat and disconnect yourself, just like unplugging a video game.
mm. Yep.
Just take it as a game because that's what life is. Life is just a
Mm,
game. Life
yeah.
is just a video game that comes to an end.
Mm.
Objective complete. That is your done.
Mm,
That's what it is. It's so chase something and enjoy that chase to the fullest. Make that chase like enjoy that chase as if you're enjoying life.
mm,
It's just amazing. Like enjoy that chase as if you're in, but don't lose sight of yourself.
mm,
Don't lose sight of anything. Like don't let it introduce anything bad. in your life,
Mm.
that you understand that life is king, not the chase.
Yeah.
Life is king. And anything that comes between life, even if it's a chase, you give it up. You
Mm.
find some other chase. Yeah. Like we know, like I started playing tennis,
Mm.
I literally chased that for like but I love that chase. Playing tennis was like was playing a video game. I
Mm.
loved, but does that mean that I let it interfere with anything else? No, hell no. I
Mm.
love it because it's just a game, because life is a game. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that life is a Leela. Now, Leela in Sanskrit, translated to English, literally means a play. He says this is a play. So be involved in this as much as you are involved in a play.
Mm.
When you're watching a movie, when somebody dies in the movie, you don't go, oh my God, your world doesn't end, because it's just a movie. That's what life is. It's just a movie. There will be an end.
Mm.
It's just a story that we're telling ourselves. Just remember that to enjoy the story, to enjoy this movie, you have to make sure that you are 100% alive
Yeah.
in every sense, and you are 100% awake. Can you enjoy a movie asleep? I was like, oh, dude, what did I miss? You missed the whole movie. Fuck, I'm dead now? Yeah, it's all over. Oh my God. Shit. Jesus. Can I go back? No, that was the only show. There's only one show. Oh, bummer. That's what happens. That's what Steve Jobs said. So Steve Jobs, when he was dying, he said that, oh, money doesn't matter or this and that. What he basically was saying is like, dude, I literally missed the show. And there was only one showing.
Mm.
So I would say that life is a movie
Mm.
and everyone just gets to watch one show. There is no reruns.
Mm.
So you make sure that you watch that show all
Mm.
awake in all its glory. You squeeze every moment of it. You
Mm.
enjoy every and you enjoy every tear, and you enjoy every laugh,
Mm. Yep.
And
Mm.
if money is needed sometimes to facilitate that, good,
Mm.
get that money. But
Mm.
thinking that money is literally life, nah, you're wrong.
Mm. Mm. That would be. So sometimes I just look at the world, like, look at people around me, and I wish that we're all on the same page in terms of like money and all that. But man, it's just
I
sad.
mean,
Man.
sometimes I feel like that if this is a show and
Mm.
we're all watching a movie, then somebody is also watching us as a movie. That's why we get that's where we get the concept of a God. And not all of us and not all of us can be on the same page. Otherwise, the movie wouldn't be exciting.
Yeah.
Like if there's no
Mm.
trouble in the movie, if you start watching a movie and everything happens the way it's supposed to, and there are no problems and nobody dies, you'd be like, oh, what a bad movie. That's it. So I think all these things are, but all these things are needed. I think all these things are needed, but we also need to collectively raise our own consciousness.
Yeah,
And
true.
like, because that's what okay, here's the thing. God gave us life, right?
Mm.
If we understand, if we say that God gave us life, and this amazing thing
Mm.
that, like, even money is nothing without it,
Mm.
that makes us experience everything, that makes us enjoy everything, different ages, different tastes of food, traveling experiences,
Mm.
hold on, traveling experiences and whatnot, right?
Mm.
Uh, traveling experiences, or like whatever it is, you know. So if this, and it gave, and the God gave it to us for what? For absolutely no price, for free, literally. And I believe that's one of the reasons we don't value it, because we get it for free. But I think that's more of a reason to value it, in a sense. Thank you so much for this, and I'm going to make sure that I take care of this. It's like if somebody needs a laptop and they don't have a laptop, and somebody's generous enough to say, "Hey, bro, there you go, have this laptop." They're like, "Oh, you're just giving it to me, no charge." I was like, "No, you will take care of it.
Mm.
That's it. God gave us this life free of charge. Have fun." But I think that because it's free of charge, because there is no cost to it of any kind, that creates two kinds of emotions. So one is you don't value it because it's free, you know. And second, when you realize it, you value it even more.
Mm.
It's like there's one shot. It's like Eminem's song. It's one shot, one opportunity to see all the trees, to
Mm.
watch all the clouds float, to watch all the stars, to
Mm.
hear the sound of a river,
Mm.
to hear the sound of birds chirping, you
Mm.
know, to watch a snowfall, to watch a rain. There's one shot. You make sure that you take that shot, you live it. So because at the end of the day, when everything, when the the zero sum total, whatever the mathematical term is,
Mm.
when the death arrives, when everything is equalized, you
Yeah.
know, you say, that was a good movie, man. I loved it. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it to the fullest. And then you go. But if you're not conscious enough to do any of that,
Mm.
then you will be bitter.
Mm. That would be a life well lived, man.
A life well lived. So that
Mm.
should be the focus. The focus should be to have a life well lived rather than to have a life well earned,
Mm.
because you already have it. You don't need to earn it. As soon as you're born, life is given to you.
Yep. Yeah.
You don't need to earn anything else now.
Mm.
All you have to make sure is just keep this going.
Yep. Yep.
And of course, you're going to be stupid,
Mm.
but then you will always have the consciousness to ask questions. So keep asking questions.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Mm.
know, I was stupid.
Mm.
I still am. And I know 10 years down the line, I will be less stupid.
Yep.
And before I die, I'm going to be even less stupid than I am today.
Mm.
And do I think that I am going to be, the ultimate all-knowing entity? No. But I know this, that breathing was not up to me.
Mm.
Digesting food was not up to me.
Mhm.
Making the seasons change was not up to me. Making
Mm.
the earth go around the sun was not up to me.
Mm.
Okay, making the river go from the mountains to the ocean was not up to me.
Mm.
So in fact, there was nothing up to me. I didn't do anything. I
Mm.
was just put here to witness all of it, and I did a hell of a job out of it,
Yeah.
because it's the easiest fucking thing to do. Oh, dude, I love doing easy stuff. I'm so good at doing easy stuff that there's no one better than doing easy stuff than me. It was like, I can literally sit here and watch the rain fall better than you. Uh,
That's definitely like a well-lived life, man. For
yeah,
you. Yeah.
yeah. And I
And
hope
it's
that through
simple.
this conversation,
Mm.
whoever watches this conversation, whoever sees this conversation or hears it,
Mm.
they ask that question to themselves,
Yep.
that are you living the life that was given to you, or are you
Mm.
living the life that you think that somebody else thinks
Mm. Actually.
of you?
Mm.
That's it.
That's it, man. Like
Yeah.
that's the question. Like if someone didn't even see any other part of this, like just that question is enough to like just keep asking themselves and say, oh, and then they will land on something for sure. Like
Yeah.
they definitely land on something. Like that's
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then if you like that, there is more of that content coming.
yep.
More of the awakening. I want more people to be less, like in their own head and like
Mm,
less sad and more happy.
yeah,
And
yeah.
happiness does not depend on anything. Happiness is the basic essence of our lives.
Yep.
Happiness is what love and happiness is what makes the world go round. You were born and I was born. Our birth was because of love.
Mm,
Everything in this world is every tree grows because of the love from a bee. You know, it's just it's so amazing that that the growth is always because of love.
yeah.
It's all it's love and happiness. Just enjoy it, have fun. Like, and if you're worried about tomorrow, then you're not here.
Mm.
And if you're not here, then where are you? Because here right now is the only reality. Like me talking to you right now is the only reality.
Yep.
Will it change in the future? Yes, it will change in the future. But can I think about that? No. I can
Mm,
only think about this right now here.
mm. Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
So create your own aura and
Mm,
make sure that money adds to that aura.
yeah. Hmm.
Do you
And
think do you think that Jesus would be better if he had more money or less money? No. Anybody, Buddha with more money or less money? No. It's them
mm,
that makes them that makes it sweet. It's their
mm,
own existence that makes it sweet, not the money.
mm.
Yeah.
And yep. That's what's up. That's
That's what's up for today. And we might talk about it again sometime.
yep.
You know?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Because it's a universal, like it's a communal conversation, a
Yeah.
communal topic
Yeah.
that never goes away.
Yeah. And this is the only place where we can do it. We can't have
Yep.
this conversation on Saturn.
Yeah.
All the insane deadly gases will get us before we're able to upload it.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a
So,
dream. Like we're on this one rock
mm,
for for miles and miles and miles and light years. This is only it. So it's sort of a dream. Like it's sort of it's a sort of a dream reality. And we can talk about dreams on our next podcast.
yeah, actually,
Yeah, yeah, let's talk about dreams.
that'd be
Yo,
amazing.
yeah, that would be amazing, right? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. All right, man.
So see ya. Okay,
Yep.
and this was educational.
Yep. He was.
Okay, okay. Until next time, that's what's
See
up.
you next time. What's up? That's what's up.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.